viewers. Welcome to Global News, your number one source for news of all around the world. To start with this, we will discuss about the steps of the carbon cycle and the reactions involving it. At the end of the lecture video, you will guess which kinds of reactions are present in it.
Thanks, Kalhia. Carbon is the fourth most abundant element on Earth. Every organism needs carbon either for structure or for energy, or both, like humans. Discounting water, you are about half carbon. Additionally, it's found in forms as diverse as gas, the carbon dioxide, and in solids like limestone, wood, plastic, diamonds, and graphite.
The carbon cycle is a complex series of processes through which all of the carbon atoms in existence rotate. The same carbon atoms in your body today have been used in countless other molecules since time began. It all starts when plants absorb carbon from the air during photosynthesis and store it in their bodies. Then, animals, such as the rabbit pictured here, eat the plants and use the carbon to build their own tissues. It happens the same between bigger animals. When animals defecate or any living thing dies, carbon moves around again and goes inside the ground, or guess what? Back to the atmosphere. Oceans possess incredible amounts of dissolved carbon in water. When the animals living there die, carbon gets trapped on the soil, turning into fossil fuels like coal, oil, and gas over millions and millions of years. Most of the carbon stays there and in the formation of rocks and sediments, or in the atmosphere. But that doesn't mean the cycle stays still. It keeps moving. Because remember, the Earth is a dynamic plate, and carbon does not stay still.
Most of this carbon quickly enters the atmosphere as carbon dioxide. By getting rid of plants and burning excessive amounts of fossil fuels, we overload the atmosphere with it, causing the greenhouse effect, therefore causing global warming. So Kalhia, we asked the viewers what kind of reactions they think they were the most related to the carbon cycle, and they answered.
The most voted reactions were photosynthesis and aerobic respiration.
Thanks, Silvia. That was very interesting. And since we are on the topic of the carbon cycle, we will ask our reporter, Paula Magaña, which is actually at the outside of a very prestigious school of Mexico, CIDEB. And she is with her scanning CO2 machine, and she will present us of this very interesting topic. Our reporter, Mariana Castillo, is on scene right now. Mariana, can you tell us what is going on?
Hello, Kalhia. We just got off the helicopter. Hello, we are from Global News. We heard you were about to finish your ecological damage report today. Is that true?
Yes, in fact, I just got the results of the CO2 concentration examination, which was that humans have burned so much fuel that there is about 30% more carbon dioxide in the air today than there was about 150 years ago. In fact, ice cores show us that there is now more carbon dioxide in the atmosphere than there has been in the last 420,000 years.
Is that good or bad?
It is bad, definitely bad. This means that there is a really high concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere.
How does that affect us? Does that represent a health hazard for the citizens of Monterrey?
Yes, carbon dioxide and many other greenhouse gases represent a tremendous hazard to our lives since they are toxic, not only for us but for many other living things as well. It also increases the acidity of the ocean since it forms carbonic acid when it dissolves in water. Carbon dioxide can also contribute to acid rain. Carbon dioxide is essential for internal respiration in a human body, but too much of it can cause asphyxiation and the failure of lung and kidneys as years pass.
And how did this happen? What would you think are the causes of this concentration?
There is existing evidence that the concentration of CO2 increased in the atmosphere by human perturbation, particularly the combustion of fossil fuels that is driving the observed increase in atmospheric CO2. There are also other factors that increase CO2 in atmosphere, but unfortunately we can provide our help because they are natural ones, as the Mauna Loa, which is a volcano that has been erupting for 700,000 years. But it's mostly human action what has caused this sudden increase. If we burn less fuels and start to use other clean sources of energy all around the world, there's still a chance to save our world.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Back at studio.
Welcome back. Now we have our expert Melissa Martinez in the studio and will show us about the global warming.
Hello, Kalhia. Although the greenhouse effect in part makes life on Earth possible, the amount of fossil fuels that pump pollutants into our air drives an increase in that effect, which in turn drives climate change. Fossil fuels are released into the atmosphere when industrial companies burn substances such as coal, oil, and gasoline. When these compounds are burned, nitrous oxides, carbon dioxide, methane, sulfur dioxide, chlorofluorocarbons, and mercury compounds are released into the atmosphere. Those greenhouse gases then increase the amount of energy being redirected back at the Earth instead of into space. As this continues to happen, the planet continues to warm, little by little. The chemical reaction involved in burning fossil fuels looks like this. As you can see, it produces a lot of CO2. And there's a huge amount of ozone-depleting reactions. For example, this one, where the chlorofluorocarbons, they get together with the UV rays and they decompose. And one of the components that turn out is chlorine. And when it gets together with the ozone, it produces much more carbon dioxide. And just as well, bromine. It works practically the same. Thank you.
Now, just before we go, let's go to this video and let's ask our viewers what kind of solutions do they have for global warming.
Hi, now Mariana and I are gonna ask some people what they will do to stop global warming. Hello. I wanna ask you some questions.
Okay.
Can you tell us what will you do to stop global warming?
I will turn off the lights when I'm not using them, and I will recycle and reuse the things that can be used again.
I will recycle and use less my car.
Thank you.
Well, I think that the first thing that you can do is recycle.
Also turn off the devices and lights you're not using.
Thank you.
Driving a bicycle. I think that's a good idea.
Well, I will turn off the lights of the house when we are not occupying them, and maybe, I don't know, use less water to...
Hi, what would you do to stop global warming?
Well, what I would do to stop global warming will be recycling and walking instead of using the car when necessary, carpooling, and save water as much as you can.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching today. We hope you find this information useful and you can apply it to daily life. See you tomorrow.
With this project, I learned about the carbon cycle and how it works. I also learned about fossil fuels and that using them extremely affects our environment. I also learned that chemistry surrounds us and about chemical equations.
And like Maria Paula, I learned how fossil fuels affect our environment and causes global warming. And I learned that carbon cycle is important because that helps to balance the carbon that we have on the world. Thank you.
With this project, we learned how chemical equations and chemistry is everywhere around us during the carbon cycle and when the global warming appears. It's something that affects our health a lot, but it's important to understand it because then we can do stuff to prevent it and to save ourselves from bigger problems.
With this project, we also learned that it's important to take care of our planet because this in the future can affect us. So let's take care of it and we'll learn more about chemistry. This will make us interest us to find out more to take care of ourselves.
Finally, we can conclude that CO2 emissions are a serious issue and that we should be more aware of all the things that we are doing in our daily life that might affect our world. And just by following simple tips like recycling, using our car less, or buying energy efficient products, we can change the world.
¿Qué malo, Mariana? We heard about piano to be. Se lo dio a tu Mariana. Although the greenhouse affecting part makes life more possible, and they can